What is good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. The movie I'm reviewing today is currently available on Hulu. Hereditary. It is directed by Ari Aster and stars Toni, Collette, and Alex Wolff. Although what's going on in this movie is intricate and detailed, it is fairly easy to explain. The Graham family, Annie and Steve are husband and wife. Their son Alex and Charlie, their daughter, are being manipulated for a sinister plot by the demon spirit Payman. They are being looked over and moved around like they are pieces on a chessboard, like they are dolls in a dollhouse, which we'll get into, for a demonic plan to please the demon Payman. He is using them. He is using a cult here on Earth to achieve a sinister goal. That's pretty much the movie. It's very simple. However, the way that is achieved is very intricate. This movie is very deliberate. It is a slow burn, true horror film. It is an absolute true horror film to the nth degree. You could argue that it's paranormal. However, you never see a ghost in the movie. There's things that look ghostly, but you never actually see a ghost. So the Graham family is traumatized by early events in the movie, and they are broken down psychologically and mentally little by little. It starts off with a boom, and then they keep getting hit with punches from this demon. Imagine you are being bullied, imagine you are being manipulated, degraded, but you cannot point at who or what is degrading you and making you feel this way. You are ravaged. You think it's just happenstance and events of life and sadness, but you are being used, you are being manipulated for something that is otherworldly, something that is demonic, something that is beyond you that you cannot see. The story within this movie is, as I mentioned, deliberate. Everything that is happening for a reason. There are no plot holes in this movie. Everything is being moved along to reach an end goal. I shouldn't even say what I like about this movie. It's not even really what I like. It's what makes it great. Now, this is if you've had spiritual experiences, if you've seen things, if you've experienced the spirit world, if you believe in the spirit world, this movie could affect you in a very high level way. Now, if you don't believe in that stuff, you might be able to watch it and not be that affected. It is a very taxing movie. I saw it in 2018 when it came out. I bought it and I've watched it maybe 2 or 3 times since. It's very taxing and hard to watch. Getting into what makes it great, the first thing I'll mention is Toni Collette. She plays the mother. She is absolutely amazing in this movie. Her performance is perfection. She absolutely deserved an Oscar nomination, did not get it. Everything else within the movie, all the other acting is high level. It ranges from highly above average to exceptional. So great acting across the board. But what makes the movie great is the way it's shot, the way it lingers. The trauma shots, the traumatic events, the horrific scenes and details you see aren't just a boom. It's not just a jump scare. It stays there. You have scenes where there's a traumatic scene that happens early on in the movie, and you just stay with it throughout the whole course of it. From event all the way to everyone realizing this event. There are scenes later on in the movie where you're literally looking inside of a bedroom. No dialogue is being spoken. No movement is happening. Yet it is scary. It is terrifying because you know something is happening. Something is going on. Now, the mother, Annie, she is probably what I would call closest to the main character. So she makes these miniatures. She makes like miniature houses, miniature hospitals. That's her job. And it's almost as if a microcosm for the movie. And so, like, these demon spirit Payman is looking over this family and moving them around, and is using his cult to carry out his plot. Just like we are watching it, The movie was filmed on a soundstage, which is almost like a miniature house. It's a fake house, and that's done very deliberately by the director. The director in this movie is perfect. It is a linear plot line, which in today's world we don't see as much. We don't see as much of a front to back plot line, and it is absolutely done very well. It's not like, oh, we're going to stay in the darkness all the time, we're going to stay in light. It happens in the real world. and we are powerless to help them. You care about these characters. There's no moments of levity. The closest moments you get of levity is when the son, he's dealing with what's going on by smoking weed. That's as close to you get as for any levity, for any feeling of goodness. You end up rooting for some characters. Wanting hope for them. But they don't know what's going on. I'm sure they would seek help. Where, like, you have a movie like The Exorcist where you can pinpoint this is evil. You can see that this girl is being possessed. There's no evidence of possession here. You don't know what is happening, and by the time you do realize you're a part of something sinister, you can't do anything about it because the evil is right on top of you. It is so well done. It is so well plotted out. Front to back, you are taken on this journey, and you cannot help this family. They are being used. They are being manipulated. It is so scary. It is so horrific to watch. I don't really have any flaws or any negatives with this movie. The only negative could be really tied into a positive. Is this that this family is being tortured and ravaged by evil, but they never go to God. But they never know they're being tortured by evil necessarily. It's done in such a way where you don't know you're being used by a demon. You don't know you're being manipulated by evil. You just think it's life happening to you, and by the time you can, it's too late. That's really the only negative. It is a longer movie. I believe it's a little over 2 hours, but there's nothing wrong with anything. There's no lingering, there's no wasted scene, there's no wasted line of dialogue. Everything is perfect. I absolutely recommend Hereditary. It's one of my favorite horror films, even though I've only, like I said, rewatched it a couple of times. It is available on Hulu. Again, some amazing scenes in this movie. The traumatic scenes, the way they're shot, I haven't seen that before or after. It's easily top 5 of the 21st century, maybe the best. If not, it's definitely top 20 all time, in my opinion. Guys, let me know if you've seen this movie, if you're gonna watch it. Again, with a lot of these streaming services, I would recommend, hey, I don't have Hulu, or I don't have Shudder, which I'll be getting into, or I don't have whatever. Maybe just still, if you can't get the free trial, set it to cancel. It's a good time to watch a few movies, and then just set it to cancel. Whatever. But guys, thank you so much for taking your time to watch this review. Let me know your thoughts on Hereditary if you have seen it, if you plan to see it. Again, if you are someone who is easily scared, especially of paranormal type stuff, this movie is probably, just be aware going in, you're gonna feel some stuff. It's gonna be scary. To some people who's not affected by that, it might be boring. To me, it absolutely is horrifying. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. I'll see you all again soon. Take care.